New here at 6:30. You've heard of four-wheeling, you've heard of ATVing, but have you heard of Jeeping? Off-roading enthusiasts are taking modified Jeeps out into the middle of the desert and driving around on top of giant boulders. Well, it might sound like fun, but what is this doing to our landscape? Lindsay Reiser has the story.
I just like the peace. Looking at the beautiful scenery that's out here, it's kind of a way to just recharge.
Is serious about his recreation. He's a part of a group called Arizona Off-Highway Vehicle Coalition, and they say Jeeping is blowing up.
We're seeing more of it in our more local areas because going farther away just costs too much money.
Chris took us out on a trail on Table Mesa Road north of the valley to show us what these Jeeps can do. This is called rock crawling, and there are several trails all over Arizona that allow it.
One thing you can't do is get this type of excitement, this thrill and this feeling in a desk network.
Sometimes the Jeeps suffer some bumps and bruises, but for people like Nina Barlow, who owns Barlow Jeep Rental in Sedona, it's not an issue.
I'm in the rental business, so I'm really good at hiding damage too, so.
Chris says they go out on weekends and make it a family affair. And while he says they do everything by the book to stay safe, not everyone is driving in the same lane.
There's always a percentage of people that just don't seem to feel like the rules apply to them.
Like not wearing seatbelts and going off trail.
The injuries that I've come upon is there's usually an alcohol involved.
They also see a lot of littering and even dumping.
People come out here and dump refrigerators, they'll dump treadmills, recliners.
So while these Jeeps are modified to endure this rough and tumble ride, what about the land?
We see a lot of damaged saguaros and cactus and desert vegetation that are damaged, and some of these areas are sensitive areas for desert tortoise habitat.
Bill Gibson is with the Arizona branch of the Bureau of Land Management. He says Jeeping is only allowed on designated trails that were once washes or used for mining and ranching. If not, you're treading on rough terrain.
These are areas where there's endangered fish species and a lot of sensitive vegetation.
Gibson says during droughts it can take years for these areas to recover, so they're pretty big on enforcing the trail uses. And Chris says they're sticklers for the rules too, because they want to be able to continue doing what they love.
I just love seeing it grow. I hope it continues. It's a lot of fun, and I hope more people get the chance to experience it.
Lindsay Reiser, CBS 5 News.
Amazing.